So I am filming this on December 22nd, right? I went to the supermarket down my road to go and get myself some green ribbon so that I could create some wire effect around my neck for this look. Went there and they were taking down all the Christmas stuff. All of it. Like they were taking it all down. And they were restocking for New Year. Christmas hasn't happened yet. So I don't understand. Where's the logic? It hasn't happened. What is the last minute shopper on the 24th of December going to do when they run into your shop for a last minute present because they haven't done it and there's nothing there? Not impressed. Not impressed at all. So I got gold. Kind of green. It's like a weird green gold. And that's the best I could do. Because all the Christmas stuff was gone on the 22nd of December. Yeah. So this idea came about whilst I was at work chatting away with one of my colleagues, and I was trying to come up with a different idea for a Christmas themed tutorial, trying to figure out something that was a little bit weird. If you've seen my last video, then you'll know that I've done my weird count for the rest of the year. I don't need any more. But one of her suggestions to me was fairy lights. And I said no. I was like, it's overdone. Fairy lights, this is too obvious. Yeah, let's do something else. She was like, alright. Fairy light. Just the one. So for this tutorial, I will be turning myself into a single fairy light. Stick around. And who knows? Maybe at your Christmas party, there might be someone else dressed as a fairy light. And then you can become fairy lights, plural. And then way on into the future, you can tell your kids how you met. When one fairy light became fairy lights. Such a beautiful story. And then you'll have me to thank. I don't want to know. So to start this look, I am applying a bald cap to my head. You don't actually have to, it's not really necessary, but I am using glow-in-the-dark paint and didn't want to paint my hair. Even though you don't have to do that either, but I wanted all of my head and face to be painted, so I'm applying a bald cap. Then to create the point of the bulb in the fairy light, I am taking some paper and twisting it into a cone shape to fit the top of my head and then sellotaping it down at the back. And then when I'm happy with the shape, I am then cutting it down to size so that it fits the top of my head, and I'm sticking it into place using liquid latex. If you're not using a bald cap, you can always go ahead and use a party hat instead. I'm then taking a water-based paint, a turquoise kind of colour, onto my neck and taking this up onto my chin as well to create the base for our fairy light. I'm then going in with my glow-in-the-dark face paints, and I'm starting by painting in the filaments of the fairy light using a neon yellow colour. Because of the nature of these paints, because they are so fluorescent and neon, I decided that this look would probably look best with these colours being a cartoon kind of effect. So I am going for a cartoonish kind of fairy light look, if you know what I mean. So I'm taking this yellow paint and I'm drawing straight lines from the base of the turquoise colour that we created, and I'm taking this all the way up towards my eye and then over my eye as well. I also took this paint onto my eyelids as well, but I wouldn't recommend it because glow-in-the-dark face paint does seem to be quite drying, so it does end up cracking very easily. So instead, I would just recommend doing normal eye makeup and then having this going underneath and above the eye. I am then taking an orange glow-in-the-dark face paint and I'm connecting the two conductors to create the filament and inadvertently turning myself into one of the Mario Brothers' distant cousins. I am then going in with a green glow-in-the-dark face paint and I'm taking this all over my face as well as onto the bald cap and halfway up the cone that we created with the paper, leaving the outside border free of any colour for the time being, as I was going for a kind of ombre effect, as I thought the light would be less bright further out. When you look at a fairy light close up, that's kind of what it looks like. I don't know. It seemed like a good idea at the time. And I'm then taking a blue glow-in-the-dark face paint and I'm stippling this to the outside areas of the design to fill in all the gaps. And I'm then taking this blue paint and I'm dragging it inwards to blend it in with the green that we have already laid down. And then realised that the blue paint was far more pigmented than the green, so I dragged this in a lot further than I had originally anticipated to mix the two colours together. Then once the first layer has dried, I'm going back in with that green and I'm deepening up the colour just to make it a little bit more pigmented, and I'm taking that colour all over my face once again, as well as taking it back up onto the cone that we created with the paper, and I'm integrating it in a little bit with the blue and then doing the same with the blue into the green. I'm then taking a black liquid liner and I'm outlining the filament area to make it stand out from the rest of the fairy light, and also just to make it look extra cartoony, though obviously this isn't realistic in any stretch of the imagination, but I liked the effect, so decided to do it, you know? Get creative with it, of course. It's what I'm all about. Then add some ribbon around your neck, and this is the finished look. Thumbs up if you think this is super creepy. This was not supposed to be creepy in any way. This was supposed to be fun and cartoony and funny, and instead you turn off the lights and out pops / glows a fairy light from the depths of hell to wreak havoc amongst those who wish to enjoy Christmas. So this was creepy. This was far beyond any kind of creep that I could even imagine. This is wrong. This is so wrong. But it's really fun to peel off, so I've got that. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you want to hang around a little while longer, then hit subscribe. Come and join the madness, because things don't always go to plan around here, as you can tell. Yeah, so all the products that I used today will be listed in the description bar below, and if you have any comments, leave them in the comments bar and I'll get back to you. And you can follow me on other social media. On Instagram, I'm currently doing the lip swatch challenge, so you can go and check that out if you are interested. That is at cderbs. It'll be linked below. And then I've also got Twitter and Facebook, both at Grin and Dagger, same way that it is spelt on my YouTube channel. But apart from that, I'm kind of terrified to stare at myself in the mirror right now, because I know what it looks like when the lights go out now, and that concerns me. If you do try to do this, if you try to attempt it, if you want to achieve this look in any way, all I would like to say is best of luck to the people that you are with when the lights go out, or when you're on the dance floor, or in UV light of any kind, because this It's freaky. It was supposed to be a cartoon fun thing. Cause it was a fairy light. Haha, no fairy lights. Fairy light. It's funny. Haha. No. 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 No.